All right, so AIG, Olorundare Moshood Jimoh, I heard that you came into Abuja yesterday. You're welcome to Abuja. And I also heard that you go around telling people that Very Dark Man is being paid and sponsored to bring you down and to ruin your chances of becoming the Inspector General of Police in this country. You see, nobody can pay me for nothing. And to expose people like you, to expose corrupt officers like yourself, I will do it for free. You are worth one pure water to me in this matter, I swear to God. You understand? Like I said, you are a threat to the justice system of this country, and officers like you should be exposed before you get to the next position or before you get to a higher position. You completely ruin this country, and we will not let you do that. You know, there's no malice. You understand? There's no malice. I don't hate you. I just hate what you did. And for the interest of this country and as a patriotic citizen of Nigeria, I need to put it out there. Now, let's make reference to one of the statements by one of the suspects, right? He said something, and this part, I cannot overlook it. And I don't want Nigerians to also overlook it. That's why I'm bringing back this part. He says, the Nigerian police will hang me with my hands tied up. It continued until one of the suspects, who was also passing through the same condition of torture and died in custody. A suspect died in custody. A suspect that is being tortured died in custody. The suspect who lost his life as a result of their torture was David by name. I do not know the crime he committed. A certain person called David was tortured under the nose of Jimoh Moshood when he was the CP in respect to this whole case. A certain David was tortured to death by the Nigerian police. The Constitution frowns at torturing of citizens or torturing of suspects. According to the Constitution, Section 34, 1A, 1999 Constitution as amended, it frowns against torturing of suspects. So a certain person died in custody while being tortured by the Nigerian police force under the watch of Jimoh. I wouldn't know what they wanted him to say that he refused to say. Because if you continue in this statement, he said, the suspect who lost his life as a result of their torture was David by name, but I do not know the crime he committed. It was at that point I decided to volunteer myself by giving them a fake information stating I'm making false confession to the crime. So what confession did you want from David that he refused to give you that made you torture him to death? And did you inform David's family? This is a confession from one of the suspects that Jimoh Moshood also tortured. So he said one other person died. So how many people have been killed under the watch of Jimoh Moshood? By torture. In this case, the person that made this statement is another person that was tortured to give false confession against a certain person called Ahmed Akambi. This statement again also carries something, a very, very weighty allegation that a civilian was in the interrogation room and he was telling the suspect what to say against Ahmed Akambi. And that it was Jimoh that gave him this pass to enter. But we'll leave that one by the side. Jimoh Moshood, a suspect, died in your custody. His name is David, based on this statement that was given by another suspect. So please, can you tell us why you tortured David to death? You are in Abuja, you can reach out to me. My office is not far. Everybody knows my office in Abuja. Some of the police, they know. The government know where I stay. They know my office. You can come here and explain to me what happened to David. And nobody should tell me that who is Very Dark Man that we explain to. I'm a citizen of this country. The same right that Jimoh Moshood has is the same right that I have. If you people look at yourself less, and if you people feel like somebody's right is bigger than your right, I don't feel that way. I don't feel like anybody's right is bigger than my right, you know. I don't feel that way. For the interest of this great nation, we all need to speak up. We all need to expose corruption, and we all need to stand our ground. So if you people are cowards, no problem. Very Dark Man is not like that. Do you understand? I want answers. I want to be sure that tomorrow, another person will not be killed in custody. I want to be sure that by tomorrow, the police would not torture a suspect to death, another David. So Jimoh Moshood, I would like you to explain this. And don't try to cover it up with one of those your press conferences. Because at the end of the day, let's tell ourselves the truth. My platform is actually bigger than whatever press conference you want to have. It's fact. 100%. So don't bother. What happened to David? Why was he tortured to death? Is he another Arefa Korede that sent you to torture him or to unalive him in your custody? And how many other person have the Nigerian police been able to unalive in custody as a result of torture? So who wants these answers? Thank you very much. Peace and love. Don't play. If you play, go and learn and you will learn the hard way. What happened to David? Justice for David.
The level of corruption in Nigeria is so alarming. You heard what VDM said in that video, that the AIG should come and clear himself from this, will I call it allegation or what? Is it true? This is a very dark man said. Is it true or not? Sometimes I ask myself, how did we get here? And sometimes I go just wonder, like, I dey think say, na police department that the police department are the safest, and there is no much corruption is there. But when looking at what is happening today, you see that they are even the ones with the highest level of corruption. I will still play another video after this thing I'm saying now. I'll still play another video concerning this police of a thing, their level of corruption. They recently ICPC, I think, the chairman, for about four police officers were, is it sack or something like that, because of the extort 53,000 naira for the ICPC chairman. I'll still play the video for you. Still under this police thing of a thing. ICPC, they discover about 50% ghost workers in the Department of Police. As in, I don't know what is going on in this country. Those ghost workers, they have been receiving salary for the past years. And the level of corruption in this country is so alarming. I don't really know how to put it. But guy, I don't before this country will get better, it will only take the grace of God. As in, it keep getting worse every day by day. The level of corruption keep going high every day. You think things are getting better, boom, all of a sudden another one will pump up. This is how they keep looting public money, keep looting public funds. Let me just play the video for you. And if you're coming across my video for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow this channel for more updates like this, because I will bring to you what is going on around the world. Now let's watch the video.
Since the Nigerian police extorted, I will say obtained the ICPC chairman, the man don't court chain, they investigated anything. So recently, the ICPC discovered that 570 ghost workers did the Nigerian police where they collect salary. Now wait, let me explain. Now, to be fair to the information, ICPC has been investigating 50 federal ministries and department agencies since 2014. Now, they call them MDAS, Ministry, Department, and Agencies. They've been investigating the staff and workers. So the ICPC extended their investigation to Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, which is the IPPIS. Now, what those people do is that they're in charge of paying government agencies, the ministries and all that. They're in charge of salaries. So they extended their investigation there. That is where they now discovered that more than 908 ghost workers, they across all those agencies. Now, inside that 908 ghost workers, they recovered 942 million naira. Now, not be the one where they don't pay them, where they don't carry go. Now, the ones they were about to pay them 942 million naira. Now, ICPC recovered. Now, according to the investigation on ICPC said majority of that ghost workers, in fact, more than 50% of that ghost workers, the Nigerian police force. And they discovered 570 ghost workers in Nigerian police. In National Water Resources Authority, 80 ghost workers. Federal Ministry of Works, which is David Umahi people now, they discovered 56 ghost workers. Ministry of Foreign Affairs, they discovered 24 ghost workers. Ministry of Defense, bam, my people now, they discovered 19 ghost workers there. For now, they're the ones who they just mentioned. Now, still on the ghost workers, let's go back to 2014 when the Jigawa state government discovered 6,348 ghost workers, earning up to 3.7 billion naira. Here are the questions that Nigerians need to ask. Number one, which ministry, department, and agency are implicated in this. Now, we've mentioned Nigerian police, we've mentioned Ministry of Work, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and Ministry of Defense. We've mentioned them. Who is implicated there? Nobody's name has been mentioned, but mentioning the agency. They never mention person name. That one today. How long have they been receiving that salary? How long has those ghost workers been existing? We don't know. ICPC never tell us that one. Who approved the payments? Yes, because at the time, somebody approved the payment. Who they approved the payment? We never hear that one. Who has been persecuted? Who has been sanctioned? Who has resigned? For Nigerian police, is it the IG? Is it the commissioners? So who will be persecuted? Are we just going to take the information, swallow it, say, oh, 908 ghost workers was discovered. Let's leave it there. ICPC did that work. Oh, they did. No. We need to see somebody being persecuted, somebody being sanctioned, not just mentioning the ministry. The ministry is being heard by someone. Even the Integrated Payroll and Personnel Information System, which is the IPPIS, them too, they need to come and tell us. They put in charge to pay salaries and money they enter through to ghost workers. How? So those questions remain unanswered. Anyway, the reason I'm giving you this information is that as a Nigerian citizen, it is your right to have access to such information and also to ask relevant questions and important questions, because accountability is important. A government that doesn't give account on how money is being spent is a government set up to fail. And remember, we are in a season where we question budget, who approve budget, who bring budget, how did this make it to the budget, budget. And remember, inside that budget, salaries are being budgeted, and part of that salaries goes to ghost workers. And those ghost workers do not exist. Now, when we talk about ghost workers, we know saying that spirits, they call it that. Ghost means something that does not exist. They know day. So somebody somewhere is taking that money home. The question is, who is the person?